Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Zach Jones, and if you're familiar with my channel, welcome back. But if you're new to my channel, then welcome. I know it's been a while since I've made any videos, but I've been mentally struggling a lot lately, and so I decided to try and get back to it, mainly because my girlfriend. I've recently got into a new relationship. My girlfriend asked if I would do any more videos, so I decided to do that. And today I'm going to be reading you a chapter from Outlaw by Angus Donald, book 1 of the Outlaw Chronicles, which are my favourite books. They're a historical and darker retelling of Robin Hood. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do this in a fair few parts because they are quite long chapters in book 1 and 2. Anyway, let's get down to it. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Very good. Have you got something to eat and drink? Also good. Have you been to the bathroom? Okay, that's good. Right, now, sit back, relax, and get ready. It's about to begin. The Outlaw Chronicles, Book 1, Outlaw, by Angus Donald. Part 1, Chapter 1. A thin, sour rain is falling on the orchard outside my window, but I thank God for it. In these lean times, it is enough to warrant a fire in my chamber. A small blaze to warm my bones as I scratch out these lines in the grey light of the chill November day. My daughter-in-law, Marie, who governs this household, is mean with firewood. The manor is mine, and there would be a decent, if not lavish, living to be had for us on these lands if there were a young man or two to work them. But since my son Rob died last year of the bloody flux, a kind of weariness has settled upon me, robbing me of purpose. Though I am still hale and strong, thank the Lord, each morning it is a struggle to rise from my bed and begin my daily tasks. And since Rob's death, Marie has become bitter, silent, and thrifty. So she has decreed no chamber fires in daylight, unless it rains, meat but once a week, and daily prayers for his soul, morning and night. In my melancholy state, I cannot find the will to oppose her. On Sundays, Marie doesn't speak at all, just sits praying and contemplating the suffering of our Lord in the big, cold hall all day, and then I rouse myself and take my grandson, my namesake, Alan, out to the woods on the far edge of my land where he plays at being an outlaw, and I sit and sing to him and tell him the stories of my youth, of my own carefree days outside of the law, when I feared no king's man, no sheriff nor forester, when I did as I pleased, took what I wanted, and followed the rule of none but my outlaw master, Robert Odo, the Lord of Sherwood. I feel the cold now, at nearly 60 years, more than I ever did as that young man, and the damp, and now my old wounds ache for most of the winter. As I watch the grey rain drifting down onto my fruit trees, I clutch my fur-lined robe tighter against the chill air and my left hand drifts up the sleeve, over the corded swordsman's muscles, and finds its way to a long, deep scar high on my right forearm. And stroking the tough, smooth furrow, I remember the terrible battle where I earned that mark. I was on my back in a morass of blood and churned earth, half blinded by sweat and my helmet, which had been knocked forward, my sword held pointing up at the sky in a hopeless gesture of defence as I gasped breathless on the ground. Above me, the huge, grey-mailed swordsman was slashing at my right arm. Time slowed to a crawl. I could see the slow sweep of his blade. I could see the bitter rage in his face. I could feel the bite of the metal through the padding of my sleeve into the flesh of my right arm. And then, out of nowhere, came Robin's blocking sword stroke, almost too late, but stopping the blade from slicing too deeply. And later, I recall Robin bandaging the wound himself, sweat-grimed, his own wounded face bleeding, and grinning at me as I winced in pain. He said, and I will remember his words until my death, "It seems that God really wants this hand, Alan, but I have denied it to him 3 times, and he shall never take it while I have strength." It was my right hand, my quill hand, that he saved, and with this hand I plan to repay my debt to him. With this instrument, the Lord willing, I will write his story and my story, and set before the world the truth about the vicious outlaw and master thief, the murderer, the mutilator and tender lover, the victorious earl and commander of an army, and, ultimately, the great magnate who brought a king of England to a table at Runnymede and made him submit to the will of the people of the land. The story of a man I knew simply as Robin Hood. Well, I hope you all liked that so far, and I don't know when I'll be able to make another of these, but I promise you it will be soon. Right, hope you're all having a good day, and I hope you enjoyed this. Till next time.